here is excited for spring break? Yeah, me too. And I know that some of you might be going to vacation out of the country or maybe a different state or staying home with your family. And spring break is one of those times where it's perfect for spring cleaning. And spring cleaning basically is just like a way of decluttering whatever it is basically cluttering your lives. And one way to tackle this is through minimalism. And minimalism has a lot of variety in its definition, but one thing that strings it all together is that the message of self-improvement. So minimalism and Linda Esposito, the author of Minimalism, when living with less means more mental health, which is an article that was published on December 22nd, 2016. She agrees with me when saying that minimalism is not about what you can't do. It's not about restricting yourself and saying you are not allowed to do this, you're not allowed to do that. It's about figuring out the things in your life that you can do to improve it. And there's a lot of variety to it simply because each person has their own definition of what they consider as important to them or what isn't important to them. First of all, minimalism can start off as something as physical or something mental. For me, in my own experience, minimalism is something that started off as decluttering my room, and there are different ways to start it. And you can start off like me by tackling something that's physical. It could be your desk, it could be your phone, and there are different methods to do this. And one of them is the 12-12-12 challenge, which is you find 12 things to donate, 12 things to throw away, and 12 things to return into their designated spot. Like, for example, if there's a piece of paper lying around and you believe that it's important, you can return it to or place it in a filing cabinet or just a place where it belongs. Or you can also try the 4 bucks method, which I will be elaborating more later in the slides. So before we begin, there are a few things that, there are a few advices that I will give you. The first one is go at your own pace. It's a time, minimalism isn't restricted to a specific time limit. You can start to clean up one day and then pause, take a break, because if you're overwhelmed by the amount of things you have to declutter, it's perfectly fine. You can stop and continue on the next day, or the next month, or even just take a whole year to do it. It's up to you. It all depends on what you believe should be gotten rid of in your life. And as I stated before, there is the 4 box method, which is you have 4 boxes in front of you, and they're labeled as trash, give away, keep, and relocate. It's, oh my gosh. And I believe it's pretty self-explanatory of which category should be which. And Christine, a YouTuber that actually advocates for minimalism, is a person who inspired me to start this journey. And she stated one thing in her video that made it meaningful for me to start, and which is if you have an item in front of you, you look at it and you have to ask yourself, does this item spark joy? And if it doesn't, then I think it should be in a box where you should get rid of it. Because if it doesn't spark joy, then it doesn't have any purpose in your life. And there's also the two-year tip is if you look at an item and you haven't used it for 2 years or didn't know that it even existed for the past 2 years, then it's something that you should probably give away or throw away because it's just another thing that you have and it's not really doing anything to improve your life. So this is relevant to us because as college students, we're kind of caged in a small area to live in, and usually that area you might have to share with other people. Therefore, you have to figure out a way to really look at your stuff and determine whether or not you really need it. And also, according to Melody Dillon, who goes to UC Berkeley, she is a college minimalist, and she states that be mindful about how you spend your money. And minimalism doesn't only mean like the objects that you already have. It can also mean like the money that you spend, which is in college life as freshmen, you want to explore, you want to go out, you want to buy all these things, but you have to also remember that you're already spending money on your tuition, you're also spending money on the materials you need for your class, which according to Jenny Teresa, we spend most of our money as college students in the materials that we need for our classes, like our projects, like paper, and all those other school supplies. So if you're already spending that much, then just be mindful of how you're spending your extra money. And another thing that you spend in college is your time. And I know that it's so much fun to go out the weekends and hang out with friends, but in reality, you have to remember why you're here. You're here to experience new things, but you're also here to learn. And so please remember to manage your time. Benefits of minimalism include just a cleaner life. And what I mean by this is that like on the surface thinking, your space will be a lot more cleaner. You'll know where everything is and you don't have to stress out about, oh, where's my poly card, or where's my homework. But according to Joshua Milburn and Ryan Nicodemus, they believe they're experts in minimalism, and they said that minimalism helped them eliminate discontent, reclaim their time, and grow as individuals. However, there are some concerns that some people believe that minimalism is for the people who are more well-off, or the people who make more money, because in order to give up things, you have to have the ability to have a lot of stuff. And also, let's say you don't want to spend a lot of things on food anymore and you want to make your own. That requires you to buy a bigger fridge so that it can hold all your ingredients. But what I believe is that as a college student, I'm not even well off. And I still continue to focus on decluttering whatever it is that clutters my life. And it's not about having nothing at all. It's about having just enough things in your life to, just enough things that help you be you, like function in a day-to-day life. And in conclusion, you just need to take your time and, like I said, start off small, maybe clean up your phone, or maybe just clean up your closet or your desk, and just do your best to maintain a clear mind and focus on self-growth.